G'day everyone, welcome back to another video. Now we've got another clip from the Karl show down here. Check out his videos down below. He's got an amazing new channel. He just interviewed Pauline Hanson. I just released another video for it. If you remember, you're seeing this one right now, but this just shows you what her plan is and what One Nation's really doing. Because a lot of people don't understand, like, what's going to happen is One Nation, I think Pauline Hanson going to be Prime Minister, you know, all these things, questions up in the air. But let's just see what Pauline Hanson has to say about the next 2 years before the election and what we can really do to support and what Pauline Hanson's goal is to change the government.
How are you going to possibly get him out of that position? Because in order to at least get yourself into a position where you can be Prime Minister, you've got to have so many seats plugged with One Nation people, and then you maybe form a coalition with that rabble that is the coalition right now. But how do you actually mechanically, logistically do that in 2 years?
Karl, it's putting One Nation in a position that we encourage people to give us their number one vote. We have enough Australians out there to give us their number one vote. We can start winning lower house seats. Now, the polling has us at 22%. Another poll was at 23%.
Even high now.
But we're increasing all the time. So, yet, in rural and regional areas, we're polling as high as 40%. That will win us seats. We may not be government, but if we have the balance of power, which is a possibility, that's as good as being government, because they can't get the legislation through without us giving them support for that legislation. So that can happen in the Senate, and it can also happen in the lower house.
Haven't you come a long way?
So you can see there, Pauline Hanson has explained it well. You need to give her the main vote. You need to give One Nation the main vote to get her more seats so they can have more of a say in government. And to getting more seats, even if you're not Prime Minister, can still be better because you can choose what bills pass, you have the majority vote, and you can put bills forward. So it's actually better. Even if she can't become Prime Minister, just getting her more support is going to make a huge change for the Australian voice and Australian culture, because then we can speak up and someone who represents us can stop these radical bills like the speech bills. So you have to vote correctly that other parties that support One Nation, their votes go to her. Because if you put One Nation as your favourite party and then you put someone else second, then votes will go to Labor if they're a Labor supporter party. So yeah, you got to vote correctly, but details will come out that in 2 years. But it's great. They've got this runway to set up, get other people in other states, get into office, get ready for the vote, to come into office and get more seats, because that's what One Nation needs. Then we can stop this radical government passing these laws and going against the Australian community and people, what they're doing at the moment. So yeah, it's really good to see that she's speaking up, explaining that for the people and how important it is that we get her in office and get more seats for One Nation, because then we can stop these radical laws. And you never know, if we're super lucky, she could become Prime Minister, but we will have to see in the next year what's going to change. So check out this end remarks she also had on the podcast.
Right. As I say to people out there, a lot of people made this their home. They've come from, many places around the world, come out to make Australia their home. And they've done it tough. Why did they come here? For a new way of life. And they don't want to see division. They don't want this country to become like the place they left.
Yep.
I am an Australian that stands up and will have an opinion, have a say and fight for my country. And that's what we all need to do, is know who we are, what's precious to us, our family, our loved ones, and respect the men and women that have fought and died for this country, the sacrifice they've made. I'm sick and tired of these agitators out there, these hate people with hate in their hearts for this country. May I suggest go and catch yourself a plane or a boat and leave.
That's right.
A lot of Australians will encourage you to do that. We need to be united, we need to be strong, and we need to show our pride in our nation and our flag. And we are Australian.
Pauline.
That was a great message. It just shows you it's the truth. Immigrants used to come over here and want to assimilate and be Australian. That's why they come here, to get away from, the country they're trying to get away from. They want to be proud and be Australian. They did it tough. Nowadays, they're coming over here, they're getting given everything by weak government, and they want to turn our country into a shithole like where they come from. They want to bring over their wars, their radicalisation, their violence Obviously, I'm not speaking about all immigrants. I'm talking about a lot that are coming here now. This is why we're addressing these issues. This is why we're speaking up. Because we cannot have that in our country. It needs to change. It has to change. We cannot keep having that happen. It's just shocking. I can't believe that it just needs to be addressed so blatantly. The government can't just see what's happening to our country and our pride and our culture. So it's great that Pauline Hanson is getting so much support now, and we keep speaking up. As Australians, join my community. If you want to keep speaking up, getting the message out there, make sure you subscribe. Join to be a member if you want to show extra support and get videos early. Like this video, and just thank you all so much for the support. We'll keep getting our message out there. And yeah, support Australia. Get Australia back. Make Australia great again.